So Game of Islands is about the geopolitics in the South China Sea. It's also about the impending environmental disaster. And we're just at the point in the process of trying to work out how we, as the artists involved in the process, but also the audience, are implicated.
This project was a project I conceived in Taiwan with Performosa, Taiwanese company. We shifted it to a piece about the impact of the machinations in the South China Sea on the sea creatures and the marine life.
It's a big question, who owns South China Sea? So that's part of our process. I've been really interested in the mythological part of the research, not just in a physical sense, but also in the storytelling sense, which has also made me more interested about who am I in this? Am I Australian or am I Australian Filipino, and where do I see myself within the process and the project?
Because we know that we're making this as Australians and quite possibly for an Australian audience, the question is coming up of, well, we need to address what is our relationship to these political and natural issues. It's like the human problem. What the problems that we create by being human and existing the way that we do. But in terms of this particular region of the South China Sea, how do we make Australians see the ways in which they are implicated in that region, or implicated with or by that region?
These islands are really small. Well, yes. Some of them are not so much islands as rocks, and some of them only exist at low tide, which is why many of the countries practice terraforming. Terraforming where you get thousands and thousands of tons of concrete and rubbish and scraped up sea floor, and you pile it on top of a rock. Not only do you have an artificial island, but you also have more exclusive economic zone.
So from a design point of view, the set is really a floor map. Because we're playing a game, we want our audience to locate themselves in some way in what's probably an unfamiliar geography, the South China Sea. And so we're attempting to make that clear and also to function as a game board. Then the lovely fun part of this is the very old school theatrics we're using, like centuries old kind of things. How do you engage an audience, hold their gaze and have them really wanting to follow the action because something's catching them? It will be the movement, the action, the text, and also the scintillation of elements on costume. So it's beautiful textile movements, fluidity, and what light and little objects can create as they swing around.
You don't have to go far. That's it. Five. Maximum is five. Maximum. Oh my God! I would like to make a feel for the ocean. Oh yes, well done. Let's go fishing. Vietnam has come up with a wonderful offer. They have bought a fish and will give a fish, a boat to Taiwan, and eventually Taiwan will pay the full fish back. No interest. How kind is that? Oh, that's amazing. They have a idea for.
A large Chinese fishing boat seeks to poach fish from a small Philippine fishing boat. Pay China for fish. Well done. It's like being served twice.
Sa karaang panahon, ang mga Subuanon nagtuo nga adunay 7 ka matahom nga mga bulan modan-ag sa kalangitan. Ang Bakunawa, usani nga higanting bitin nga dragon sa ilalum sa kalibutan, nadani sa ilang nasidlag nga katahom. Mubangon ni gikan sa kadagatan ug mulamoy sa tibuok bulan nga magpahinabog mga eclipse, linog, ulan ug hangin. Aron dili himpit nga matulon ang mga bulan sa Bakunawa, ang mga Pilipino mogawas sa ilang mga balay nga adunay mga kaldero ug maghupak nini sa kusog aron magsaba-saba, aron mahadlok ang Bakunawa sa pagluwa sa bulan balik ngadto sa langit.